Hello everyone, I'm going to read another story for you today. It's called The Country Mouse and the City Mouse, and I hope you enjoy it. There once was a little mouse who lived in the city, and he was friends with a mouse who lived in the country. The two mice were best friends, and being together made them really, really happy. The city mouse decided to travel through the country to visit his good friend, the country mouse. After walking for a long time, the city mouse finally arrived at Country Mouse's house and he knocked on the door. Country Mouse welcomed his friend the city mouse into his home. He offered him a chair to rest and some bread and cheese to eat. The city mouse looked at the bread and cheese on the table and thought, I don't like that. City Mouse said to Country Mouse, "You must come and visit me in the city. We have so many delicious things to eat." The two mice spent the day looking through the woods and the countryside. It was time for Country Mouse to say goodbye to City Mouse. "You must come and visit me next week and I'll show you all the delights of the city," said City Mouse. Country Mouse waved goodbye and said, "I'll see you next week." The next week, Country Mouse decided to travel to the city. So he said goodbye to his house and started to walk. He walked through the countryside. It was quiet and peaceful, and he could hear the birds singing. After a long and tiring walk, the Country Mouse arrived in the city. It was noisy and smelly and not very nice. City Mouse had told Country Mouse to look for a large blue door, and when he found it, to knock 3 times. City Mouse was so pleased to see Country Mouse. "I'm really happy that you are going to be able to taste the delights of all the delicious food that we have in the city," he said. "Come with me and I'll show you my den." City Mouse's den was in a big house which was owned by people. "Don't you ever get scared?" said Country Mouse. "No," said City Mouse. "It's worth it just for the delicious food." "Oh, and by the way, Country Mouse, in the city we don't eat until 6 o'clock, so we'll have to wait until then." 6 o'clock arrived. It was dinner time. The people that lived in the house had laid out the food on their dining table. There was cheeses and bread and meats and delicious cakes. Country Mouse and City Mouse decided to climb up the table leg. When they reached the top, they couldn't believe their eyes. "This is amazing," said Country Mouse. The mice started to eat the meat, the cheese and the cakes. "This food is delicious," said Country Mouse. Both of them were stuffing their faces with the pink icing from the cakes when all of a sudden, whoop, whoop, whoop. "What's that noise?" "Eek! It's the guard dog," said City Mouse. "Quick, run! Quick, run, run! The dog's gonna get us! Ho, 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 ho!" "That was close," said City Mouse. "It was too close," said Country Mouse. "I'm going home." "But don't you want to try some more delicious food?" "No, thanks. I'm going home. I'm going to have my nice plain bread and cheese. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye." And off he went. Country Mouse wasted no time in leaving the city and was happy to be back in the country in his quiet, small house. It's so good to be home. It's so safe and calm and happy here. And there's not a dog in sight. And City Mouse was happy where he was. He had all the delicious food that he could eat. So the two friends had an idea. When Country Mouse and City Mouse decided to see each other again, it wouldn't be in the city and it wouldn't be in the country. It would be at the seaside for a picnic of bread, cheese and maybe some cakes. And hopefully no dogs.